It's a Sunday groove, the vibe is tight. Crafting dreams in the morning light. Threads and fabric, needles and glue. Creating magic, just me and you. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Laser beams cutting shapes so clean. Colors collide like a vivid dream. Tips and tricks pass round the crowd. Creating together, hearts so proud. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Let the love flow. Let the love flow. It's a Sunday groove, the vibe is tight. Crafting dreams in the morning light. Threads and fabric, needles and glue. Creating magic, just me and you. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow. Sharing the skills, let the love flow. Linda's here with her crafty flair, spinning ideas, filling the air. Sean is dancing, tools in hand. Together we conquer the craft land. Sunday Funday, feel the beat. Hands are moving, can't take a seat. Quilt and sew it, make it glow.
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Can you guys hear us? Everybody okay? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. I can't hear you, Miss Linda.
Hello, hello, hello.
There you go. Welcome in. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Miss Sherry. Hey, Miss Jenna. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Derica. DB. Welcome in. Let's see who did I miss.
SJ3.
SJ3. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good Sunday?
Hey.
How's it going? Okay, great. Thanks, Donzel. So Miss Linda, how's your Sunday going?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good week?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
That's
Yes,
good. I had a pretty good week too. It was my birthday. I took a couple days off.
all right, girl. Yeah.
So I got to go back to work tomorrow, but it's all good. All good. All good. I was up this morning sewing though, and then I had to go outside and play in the yard because I had to put mulch down. Oh my God, that's a chore. That is a chore for real. And now I'm all itchy because I'm allergic to grass, so that's a thing. But anyway, I did make a bag today,
Uh-oh.
like this morning. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It came out cute. So let me tell you first. I had recycled a bag. So I made this bag maybe a year or so ago that was a big round bag. I liked it, but I wasn't gonna carry it anywhere. So I'm like, I'm gonna recycle that material because I really, really love the material. So I made this,
Oh, that's cute.
and it has the line on the other side, and it's actually
That's
quilted. So it's a quilted bag,
that's cute.
and I didn't do anything fancy. I just put like a slip pocket in there to hold something big enough to hold my phone. But I really look at the pattern, that little pop of
That's cute.
color on the gray, and then my little strap. I've been using. I was playing with my rivet press, so I used my rivet press, and that came out really cool. So I didn't have to sew it. I just riveted down,
That's cute.
and so I mean I like it. And I use one of my sweet pea zippers. Put that pop of green on there. So, and then I use some faux leather from So Creatives, my green faux leather. But I mean, it came out cute. I like it a lot. Oh,
That's
thank
cute.
you. Yeah, I like the strap color too. It's like green and yellow and a little rivet. It came out really good. I like it. I made it this morning, so like I literally took that bag I wasn't ever going to carry because I'm like, I ain't never carrying that. I'm going to recycle that material. Plus, it was already quilted, so it gave it structure already. So yep, and it sits up really nice.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
I like
Hey,
it.
gifted hand, Sherry, Miss Linda, SJ3. Hope
Yeah.
everybody's doing good.
Yes. So today we are going to do a blast from the past and kind of take it back to where we started, which was on our single needles. Let me tell y'all, when
Hey,
I
Shay Shay.
hey Shay Shay, welcome in. When I was on my single needle, the one thing that always drove me crazy was my hooping. Let me tell y'all, hooping was a thing. But let me tell you, so I have a brother NQ1600E. This little thing right here is a saving grace because when you get ready to hoop on a single needle, especially a brother single needle, you have this little thing. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. There's this little thing down here at the bottom. See this right here? The little thing that you have to turn.
Yep.
You
I use a screwdriver.
when you use this, it's to help you turn it to lock it and all this thing. And this one here is actually by brother. And it came with my machine. But literally, this is saving grace right here to turn it and to lock your hoop. Because let me tell you what, hooping, um, non-magnetic hoops is an interesting thing. It pops out, it does all the things. But what I learned back in the day was I needed to take mine all the way open. I just opened it all the way because most of the
Hmm.
time my fabrics were thick and all of that. And so because of that, when I opened it all the way, then I could tighten it back up and get it around my fabric easier. Because sometimes we try not to open it all the way up and you end up just frustrating yourself. The other thing too is make sure you have enough space on your table so that you can lay it flat. Trying to do that thing around the sides on a single needle, that's a lot. And you trying to hold it in your hand, that's a whole lot. So it's very, very important to understand that when you're trying to hoop with what I call the hoops that come with the machine, it's very, very easy to get frustrated with it because it keeps popping out. Mine used to pop out and all that stuff. Um, so yeah. Um, okay. So trying to think, Miss Linda, what was one of the things that frustrated you on your single needle when you first got it?
That hooping. And just like I haven't used this one probably in a year or two, and I forgot how to thread it.
Oh, yeah,
I
threading the
forgot how to
needle
thread it.
is something. Threading the
Yeah,
needle is
I forgot
definitely something.
really how to go through the thing and thread it. I had to go
Yes.
look at the pictures. So yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Now let me ask you a
Senior
question.
moment.
On your no, it's a thing, right? So like I forgot how you have to I have to follow the numbers. Thank God mine has numbers. So I was like, okay, one, okay, two. Then I was like literally following it. Okay, this is number one. Okay, this is number two. So like literally following the numbers was
Hello,
a
Nikki
thing.
A.
Hey Nikki. Hey Rachel, welcome in.
Yeah, and then you got a
Um
certain way that you have to do the Innovis NS 1150E. And I was
mhm,
like, and I just asked you, I said, Michelle, how you thread it again? Girl, I didn't
mhm.
know.
Yes. It
Good
look.
thing it got a threader on it. It got an automatic threader on it, but still, I couldn't figure it out. If it fall off tonight, don't worry about it.
Yes. So look, it is always something, right? So I tell you, I think the other thing that gets me, hey, Lady Bear. Okay, she said, I'll be in the bushes unloading my. Okay, well, I hope you had a great time at your craft show and was successful. Hey, Miss
Hey,
Ann,
Miss
welcome
Ann.
in. So, I think the other thing for me with my single needle was making sure that when I was doing my colors, so this is where software becomes important, right? So, a lot of times you will get an image and the colors may be all over the place. And so
Mhm.
with a single needle, you jumping from here to there and you're going back and forth with the colors. Well, at least trying to maximize when I need to change my colors was very important to me. So that was why having some type of software was very important because with the single needle it's really good to be able to reorganize. Now you don't want to reorganize it to the fact that you change the image, so you have to be careful with that, but at least the bulk of my changes are at a certain time and not some odd time or something like that, so that makes a difference too. I'm trying to think now. One of the things that I did notice um for people who have single needles, and sometimes we don't even look at the little, there's a little paper thing, and I'm gonna show y'all because that's
Mhm.
what I have wanted to do. I'm gonna
Mhm.
show y'all on my other
I normally
camera.
print
So
mines out, Miss Sean.
you do, you print yours
I
out.
print mine when I get up when I was on the single, this one and the other one in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I got an image, I always printed out that little color chart thing. Like I say,
Yes.
like the eyes and then the hair and then the nose.
Mm-hmm.
And I would write on cross out the color and I would write what color it's supposed to be on. Yeah, because if you didn't, you was messed up.
Right, and you wouldn't remember, even though it may tell you some of that. A lot of times you don't even think about it. Like it's like, wait, what's happening? So it's another one of those things where it's important. You know what? Sorry, I got it upside down.
Jesus, I was trying to figure it out.
Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. So one of the things that I was talking about was on my machine because I have an Innovis as well. So mine is the NQ 1700E. Hold on, let me get some light because we don't have any light. Okay,
Hi, Miss Marissa. Hey, Miss Joy.
all right, a little bit better. So let's have a little light here. Oops, there we go. All right. So the other thing, like on brother machines, they have, and on a lot of machines, you have either this paper or you have something that says settings. So when you click on that, it's so important to take time to look through this so that you can actually see what what the screen says, like, and find out what else is off in there because there's so many things off in here. So for example, if I go to my next screen over, it tells me my what mode I'm in. So I'm in embroidery mode. And it also shows me my speed. So on this machine, my maximum speed is 850.
Mm.
And so then
Oh, see, go ahead,
if
Miss.
I go to the next one, it tells me what my embroidery tension is. It also tells me my foot height. Like I could adjust my feet in here just by moving it right here. I just sold my NQ 1700E. Oh boy. And so even in here, it shows that I could actually set up and select the different hoops right here as well. Uh-oh, I went to the wrong thing, sorry.
I hit the wrong thing too. It don't took me how to do the bob, and I guess I need to watch that too because I don't forgot.
So now this will tell you I can show a thumbnail size. I can show my machine in inches, which is that's what I like. I like inches, but you could actually change it to millimeters if you're in a different part of the world. Hey Miss Joy, welcome in. Then there's like your needle position. Now, can I tell you that on an embroidery machine, on a sewing machine, on all the machines, the needle position is so important because sometimes, especially on a sewing machine, if you have your needle outside the center, then you're gonna be off when it comes to a quarter inch or a foot. I mean, 1/4, wherever you're trying to go. So making sure that you know where your needle position is. Now, in this case, on the embroidery machine, this is needle up or down. And for me, when my machine stops, I want the needle to be up. And then I have a buzzer on mine where you can actually set the buzzer to stop, or so when your machine ends, it'll go dee-dee-dee, it gives me a little buzzer. And then I have an opening screen, so when it starts up, it opens, and then you can change your language to English or not. Now, you can have lights, so I can have my light on or off. So if I
Mm-hmm.
hit the off button, it turns my light off, but I like light. And then input sensitivity. So basically, if I was a light toucher, which I'm not, I could turn that input sensitivity on and it would actually, as I'm touching buttons, it would make it more sensitive to my touch. And then here's the stitch count. So it tells you how many stitches, what you got, what version you're on for your machine. And I probably need to check that, make sure I'm on the latest version of software. And then your total count, and then your service count. Like mine, it should match those numbers at the top. Sometimes it may not. I don't know why I wouldn't, but it should
No,
match.
no,
Um,
not mine.
it doesn't match. Your service count was the last time you had a service.
Yes, when he fixed the bobbins or whatever.
Okay, so mine probably matches because I ain't never had a service on this machine. This machine's never been serviced. So that's probably why mine matched. Now, let's talk about something else. So one thing I know some people find machines and they're looking for machines that are on like some of the other, they may be buying from, you may be wanting to buy a used machine. Sometimes that's what you need to do. You want to buy a used machine. What you should make sure you understand about any used machine before you buy it, that it works. Like literally, don't just let somebody tell you, "Oh, it works." You need to sit down and play with it. You have to sit down and play with it. You need to make sure that it really does work, because sometimes you can buy something and it doesn't work. So I would say if you're going to buy a used machine, a lot of times people are like, well, it has 1,000,000 stitches on it. That's not a lot. But you just need to make sure it's working. That's the biggest thing when you're looking at a used machine. And then make sure they kept the records on it. She says, please don't believe that because there's a content creator that they're going to tell you the truth. Huh? But look, I tell you, it is very, very important You're on mute. I'm not really sure. Hi, everybody. I'm sewing, so I can't speak individually. What'd you say,
Hi.
Miss Linda?
No, I was trying to figure out what Miss Joy said. That's all. I was reading it.
There are. I was
Oh,
talking about when buying a used machine. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. So when buying a used machine, don't believe it. Yeah, you have to make sure that it is working.
yeah.
You really do. And so being able to, especially if you're buying it from afar, you don't want to do that. So a lot of times the sewing stores, like your quilting stores, sewing stores, all the ones near you may actually sell used machines. And that way they will let you play with it, sew with it, stitch with it, all of that. And you can go get a used machine right at your local dealer. And guess what? That local dealer will probably take care of you if anything goes wrong with it because they're going to have a limited warranty on it, but they will give you some type of warranty normally. So, yeah.
All right.
So, Miss Linda, you've been doing your fans. You still been working on
Yes.
the fans?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
So,
just did a graduation one and sent it off.
that's
Yes,
pretty
ma'am.
awesome. So, you've been doing the fans and it's getting hot. And y'all know in DFW, they have all kinds of rodeos. So, with that in mind, today we're going to be embroidering on a towel. And
Okay.
so if you think about the fact that all these guys and girls are doing different things, and the towel that I'm embroidering on, planning to put in my kitchen, but there are a lot of different towels. But you think about it, when you're doing your fans, you could sell them a towel because it's hot at them rodeos and hot at what's the other things that be
Mhm.
going to? They go to what it's a rodeo
Trail
where some
rides.
the
Trail
trail
rides. It's
rides
a
and
big
all of
one here
that.
the weekend. Yep, it's a big
Yep.
one. A young man came. I met him in the store the other day, and he invited me out. His family is having a big one. They have it every year. He says this is like the third year, I guess. Yeah. So yeah.
Miss Joy says someone bought me one of those clack fans. Oh, look at that. Um, so Miss Ann said, weren't you supposed to teach us how to make a fan, Miss Linda?
I don't remember that in my vocabulary. Uh,
Oh, Miss Ann, you are so right. Golfers use towels, and I have the
yeah.
PGA right here near me. And so I have made several golfer towels. I sure have. Yes, I have. As well as embroidering on golf bags. So that's a whole thing too. But unfortunately, the golf bags will be kind of hard on a single needle. But towels all day long, you can do stuff with towels on your single needle. So today we're going to be using our single needles and we're going to be embroidering on a towel, changing some thread out. I'm actually using a flat towel because the hooping made me mad. I was going to stitch it and my
And then
plan
you
was to
laughed
put it,
at me. Then you laughed
uh,
at me. You told me, Linda, what you doing? Getting on the table? No, I'm trying to put this hoop down. I
I
just look
was,
one.
look,
I can't do it.
it took me like 45 minutes to hoop this thing. I was like, I ain't finna try to hoop this no more. I'm tired of this hoop.
I started to
But
float it, but I said no.
look,
I want to stay. Yeah,
okay,
float don't
look.
work for me.
I was like, I had
Float
to
don't
think
work.
back to how did I used to do this? Okay, I opened it
Mhm.
all the way up. So when you have been using those magnetic frames, it is 100% a handicap because
Well, let me
trying.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question since you mentioned that, and this is really for anybody who want to answer.
Mhm,
Let's say, for instance, you're coming from a one needle and you've been with your multi needle for a long time, and then you
mhm.
ordered the magnetic hoops. Let me ask you this: how many times, let's just say 6 months in a year, that you go back to the hoops that came with the machine?
Never.
I never went back to mine either. I never went back to mine. Never.
No, no, never.
Actually, they're boxed up. Actually, yep, they're
I
boxed
probably
up in
should.
the box.
Mine are on the top of my embroidery rack where all the
Yeah,
hoops laid.
I never went back.
They
Has
sitting up there
anybody
looking all
else? Yeah,
pretty.
yeah. Have anybody else bought a multi needle then got the magnetic hoops? and never went back to the ones that actually came with your machine. I haven't. That's the biggest one for my multi needle, and it's still sitting there for months. Can y'all see the dust?
Look, but you know what, Miss Linda? So even with my single needle, right? So Dime, like Dime sells they sell the magnetic hoops for the
I
single
seen that
needle,
on
right?
YouTube. I mean, on
And so
Amazon. Yes, I
I
seen that.
actually have two because when I first started my embroidery business, I was just using this single needle, and honey, I was whipping them out. And so I bought the dime ones, and after that, I didn't go back to the other hoops either. So like I
Yeah.
literally use that, but today for these purposes, I wanted to use the regular hoop and
So
all
you
of
got
that.
magnetic hoops for your single needle.
I do have a
I need to
few.
get one
Yes,
for
ma'am.
mine because I don't like that in between, and then as soon as you get one in, especially when you're doing the towel or washcloth, hand
Mhm.
towel, whatever, it pops up on the other side. Then you go over
Correct.
there, put that one down, pops up over here. If
Yep.
I had a magnetic, I wouldn't have no problem. It took me about 30 minutes to get that girl. Should have heard what I was calling that towel too. Yeah.
Have you tried? Yep, that's what I was talking about, Lauren, the dime hoops. So yes, I do have I have I think one maybe two dime hoops for my single needle, but I definitely have I know I have one dime hoop for my multi needle, but most of my other ones are all mighty hoops.
Mm.
But yes. Yeah, it definitely keeps it in place for sure. It
I
sure
seen the
does.
magnetic ones for the single needles on Amazon. And I was like, okay, do you want to put the money into that now that you got a multi needle? So I don't even worry about it.
Right. So, Ms. Joy, I don't know if you can buy a Maggie hoop for a single needle.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't think so, but it's worth a try. Because they've been
Yeah.
upgrading a lot of Maggies. I've seen some other stuff they got out for the Maggies now. I don't know about a single needle though. That would be nice. Now I would purchase one.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Now,
purchase one.
now, I think and we probably need to get this stuff moving, getting our embroidery moving. But I think the one good thing though is like even with the single needle, like I have it on my desk because when I'm getting ready to do something with a quilt, like I actually had it out here because I was getting ready to work on one of my quilts because I have a lot of quilt projects that I need to get done. And one I'm planning to embroider on it's one of the quilts. And so because I'm going to embroider on that, I wanted to have my single needle here. So that way, if I wanted to put something on one of the blocks or any of that, it's right here. So that is why I have it right here to be able to do that. And so that's what I was working on yesterday, which also gave me some more time to hoop it up. And so, but today when I tried to rehoop this towel, it was a hot mess. Oh boy. Plus two. All right. Okay. So we are going to put not boots on the ground, but we're gonna put some boots on the towel. Okay. So that's what we're gonna embroider today. It's a really cute boots and hats on the towel that we're gonna do. Dime mat will keep the hoop in place. Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am, Miss Ann. Embroidery has come a very long way. And so let me switch us over so you all can see our beautiful little machines here. And we both have brother embroidery machines. Mine is the Innovis NQ 1600E, and it's actually discontinued. And I think Shay Shay has a new one. The new one is the 1700E. But yep, it is just like this. This little baby right here got me started. And so let's see. I'm just gonna let her rip. I admit I use my magnetic hoop for all my machine, but I like my regular hoops too, maybe even better. Well, and you know what? I think sometimes, Shay Shay, that the You know what, Shay Shay? My boots, it's gonna have a little peak in here, but my boots gonna be green. But she said, "Will the boots be pink? Pink? Not really." Mm-mm. And see, the other thing that gets me, no more hoop burn. Well, you know what? That is too. That is true because with the magnetic hoops, you don't necessarily worry about too much of the hoop burn, which is a big thing. And then trying to get that hoop burn out of the garment that you're sewing on or whatever. Oh, Miss Linda, do you know what's your top speed on your machine? You're on mute.
650.
Okay. Yeah. So
I
this
think
one
that's.
runs.
I just saw it, Miss Shawn. I think it's
Okay. Now, when you hit that button while it's moving, it's mine normally stops if I hit the.
mine stopped too. Yeah, it
Okay.
did. It's 650.
Okay. Yeah. So mine goes at 850. But it, I mean, I just really like this machine, and it's got 100. This machine has 198 built-in designs, including 7 different types of alphabet. Um, it even has some Japanese embroidery fonts in here too. Not yet, not yet. And then my largest embroidery frame is 6 by 10. And then it has I can do on-screen editing, and I also if you go to iBroidery.com, then you can actually see some more of the items in there. So Shay Shay asked if I told y'all about Saturday. She says I never go as fast as that machine goes. Sometimes I do. Like right now, I think we're running at about 800, but sometimes I don't, Miss Ann. It just depends on what I'm stitching out. It really does. So next Sunday at 8 a.m. Central, I will be live with Shay Shay doing well, she's gonna already have unboxed, but we're gonna be looking and doing something with her Aki quilt. So she's gonna
Ooh,
be working on the Aki quilt.
yay!
I know.
Y'all AccuQuilt queens. I ain't got there yet. I ain't get to that class yet. To me,
You-
I just don't. I don't know. For me, I don't. I mean, far as y'all cutting so many, like Miss Chrissy cutting 100 whatever within 3 minutes. You know, my scan and cut gonna have to be my baby for me, cause yeah.
yeah. Yes. Yeah, well, and you know what? So the good thing is, and the thing I like about both, so and tomorrow my premiere video is on the scan and cut. But I do like both of the machines, and for what you just said, for different things. So when I'm doing volume work and it's repetitive, for example, with my bowl cozies, look, being able to cut 6 of those things out at one time, it's a
See,
really
that's what I'm
good thing for
saying.
me.
Yeah, that's what Miss Chrissy was telling me. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
It goes into volume. It's really volume.
yeah. I love my scan and cut, and you know, we gonna ride this till the wheels fall off or her blade fall out, whichever comes first.
Miter corners, yes. Okay. Yeah, we could talk about miter corners. Miss Sean, where is the boot design? Wait, Sean, where is the design for the boots? I'm trying to remember where I got it from, Miss Joy, because I didn't make it. I didn't design it myself. I got it from somewhere, maybe an Etsy. because I was just out there searching for some boots. I'm like, oh, let me find some cute boots. I think I got it off of Etsy, Miss Joy and Shay Shay. Yes, we could talk about miter corners for sure. I think the best person who taught me about miter corners was oh gosh, what is her name? I just forgot her name. Miss Linda, the young lady that passed away. I'm trying to think. Um,
Melon.
Melanie
Um,
Ham. Yep, Melanie Ham. If I had only one thing to take, I'd take my scan and cut. Yep.
yeah,
Yes, Miss Ann.
yeah.
Look.
I love her. I mean, she might can cut a certain amount, but she ain't cutting like, you AccuQuilt guys cut. You know, and most of the projects I do for her is for me anyway, or I'm playing on something or something. But I might, one day it might fall on my front porch. But other than that, no. For me to go by
Yeah.
it, no. I love
Welcome
the
in,
scanning
Smurf
cut.
Creation. Look, I love the scan and cut too. It does everything. And the scan and cut also has like all of those nice quilt blocks in there that you can
Yes,
cut as well. So it already has patterns in there that you can cut. And so
pretty ones
there's
too. Yeah.
yes,
Hmm.
so you can make blocks right there.
Yeah. I'm just telling the truth, Miss Unbiased. I'm just telling the truth, child. If it fall on my porch, I know who did it. If it fall on my porch, I know who did it. Believe me, I know. But yeah, to me, I just love her, and Miss Shawn knows I'm a big cricket baby. Not no
Hmm.
more. I took the three, and the rest of them put them back in their box. They're in the attic.
Look,
Yeah, she does everything.
she said that bay gonna fall out the sky for me. Or bye. Oh, look, Miss Joy gonna
She
have hers
said,
fall out the sky. Miss Linda's gonna
"Fall.
hit the porch.
They gonna fall on the sky for me, and Miss Linda. They falls on your porch.
Abaya said they can send one to me too. I'm just saying, right? Right, Abaya? If they falling on porches, just drop one at your house too.
Yeah, cause someone sent me I guess Marketplace. There is a lot of them on Marketplace for reasonable prices.
What's
I'm
that?
just saying.
What's that?
AccuQuilt from
Oh, okay.
AccuQuilt. But yeah,
Yes.
I mean, like I say, if he fall on the porch, he fall on the porch. But I'm not gonna go out there and no.
Look, Miss Linda Gray talking about that bay is mine. Oh, Miss Linda says he's gonna hit your porch too. Oh my goodness. Loads on Marketplace. Okay, Christy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but that's the only way. Right now, that's the only way. Cause like I said, I like that you can go into the program, tell that program what you want, send it over there electronically to the scan, and scan and cut just takes off and do what it's supposed to do. So yeah.
It does.
But like I said, hey, we change our mind a lot. I might change my mind, but it ain't changing no time soon.
Well, and you know what? I really, really, I really do like my scanning cut for that purpose, right? Look, Miss Joy, she gonna keep looking up. All right, hey.
Yeah, because it kind of, to me, I've been on Cricut so long, and I just got the Cricut Maker 3 a year or two ago. But to me, it just does so much.
Mm-hmm.
And you want that one space, that one item that does everything. Me,
Right,
I don't want to put no vinyl. I don't want to put no HTV. I don't want to put none of that in that scan and cut.
right. So, Miss Linda Gray, let me tell you something you may not know. And the reason why I know this is because I'm always talking to the brother people. So, did you know that your six needle, because I know you have the six needle is the number one seller for brother. And that's why they have so much technology in it. So, like, your six needle is their number one seller. Now, I'm going to tell you what, I absolutely adore my 10 needle. It is going absolutely nowhere. That 10 needle with that camera is the bee's knees. I need to learn about both scan and cut and the AccuQuilt. But before I add anything, I need a whole room to land on my property. Right, Lady Bear? Okay. Because somebody like me, I'd have took up the whole house. Took up the whole house, girl. Oh my God. But so I think the biggest difference, right? So like with the scan and cut, right? It can do everything. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I actually have tonight I may end up on my scan and cut because I really have this new shirt I want to do for me. And I only bling for myself. And so I want to maybe while I'm watching Miss Eve, I'll create me a bling because with the scan and cut, there are some dealers that still have the rhinestone packages. And if they have the rhinestone packages, they will, brother is honoring those and allowing you to install them. But I have never, like, I watch everybody with these rhinestone things that they do and all of that. But let me tell y'all, that brother rhinestone package, I think they are missing out by not continuing it because their rhinestone application inside of that was amazing. You hear me? Amazing. Miss Ann said, I waited for the kids to move out. I got the whole upstairs. Miss Ann, me too. Me too. And Lady Bear says she had a craft room. Now it's a craft house. That's me, Miss. That's me, Lady Bear. I took over the whole house. Like you go, it's like, what's this? The 3D room plus my laser, my light room. Like I can do my soldering and stuff in there. Then what's this room? Oh, this is for quilting and sewing up here. And what's down there? Well, that's the embroidery slash laser room too. Oh, so Miss Joy, I've seen those kits on a couple of different places. Like you have to Google it to see who actually has a kit left. Like because a lot of people do have them online. She said my breakfast room is now my laser room. See, and I got part of the garage and also part of the front where my embroidery machine is. I have the original rhinestone kits for this. I do too, and that's the one that they're still selling, Miss Ann. They're still selling it, and there's some people that have it, and they still honor it. But let me tell you, the one thing that I noticed from watching other people do their bling on these other software is that that brother one is so easy. Like it literally puts the rhinestones in place. I have I've had to make very few modifications to any of the new designs that I've created with the rhinestone kit for the brother scan and cut. I mean, it was really easy. Maybe add maybe one or two stone circles, but that's it. Like it makes really, really good stuff. So yeah, I think I might make me one tonight. But thank you all so much for joining us. We are here every Sunday for Sunday Funday. Next Sunday is Easter. We will be back on Easter. Um, and on Easter, we're probably gonna do, and you're gonna hear it here, and I'm not gonna announce it anymore. So we're probably gonna do our 1,000 giveaway. So I wanted my regular people to hear it. I'm not publicizing it. It's going to be, I would prefer that if you are here, you're here. And if you're not, you're not. So it's okay because the regular people that always show up, I prefer you to be the ones to get the gifts anyway. So mark your calendars for
Oh,
Sunday.
see that? She's
What
acting.
happened? What she do?
She done orange mess. Where's my razor blade at? Oh, um,
Yes, please hit like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you, Miss Chrissy. Do you know if diamond embroidery compass is still? I don't know. I don't know that. So, Sean, you have a brother scan and cut. I do with the rhinestone package. Yes, I do. I have the brother scan and cut rhinestone package. Yes, ma'am. Do you? I don't know SJ3 if Dimes still has that. I would I would actually Google it or send them an email because you could actually email Dime or actually talk to one of your local vendors. They may have it too. Sundays, get the word out at church. Yeah. And then get to Sean and Linda, right? Right. Oh, yes, it is Palm Sunday today. Um, and next Sunday is Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday Funday. So yeah, this is looking so cute.
Ooh, don't rub it in.
Oh, no, don't. I didn't check my bobbin though. I might be playing bobbin chicken over here.
Yeah, that's what I went to go do. That's when I noticed she's acting up. And there it goes. See that?
What was it? Oh, the little bird's nest.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
Shay Shay, did you notice my towel is pink?
Oh God.
Because it's springtime. It is springtime. Hey, Jess, welcome in. Yes, indeed. So I'm trying to think if there was something else. So, like, besides the fact that with the one needle, you have to change your colors. What settings do you use to cut flock? Um, so a lot of times, Miss CC, welcome in. A lot of times with my scan and cut, I use auto. I let it pick it because it's going to scan the thickness and all of that. So I don't necessarily change it. Now, what I do with the flock is I do have that half cut. The half cut piece, I have it set to auto as well because when you're doing the flock, I want it to half cut. Oh, let me show y'all something. So did you all know that on most thread spools, like on this one, when you have your extra thread and your thread, I know it's hard to see this thread right here, but at the bottom, at the base of your thing, like on these Florianis, they come apart. But on some of them,
Mm-hmm.
they just pop off. But when you take it, if you take your spool, if you take your thread, there is normally a little bitty slit on this spool where you can wrap that extra thread down there at the bottom. And so you don't have to have all those tails. So that way, once you're done, and see, mine is like right there. Once you're done, you just pop it into that slit. And so you don't have that thread falling out. A lot of times people don't realize that, but they do. There, that is there at the bottom of your spool of thread. Let me see if I have something other than Floriani up here. I'm gonna see. Soon as let me finish, I'm gonna thread this with the green, and then I'll come back and see what we got. Because with my Floriani, I definitely put it down there at the bottom, so that way I'm not worried about um that little piece of thread hanging off because sometimes that can be annoying. All right, so now we have threaded the needle again. Let's let it go. Now I'm gonna get a different spool thread. Let me see. I'm gonna see if Glide. I know. Let's see Glide, and I think I got some Anton. Yes, Glide. Let's see. Yep. So this one has it as well. So this is what's Oh, this is Madeira here. So on my Madeira, it has a little slit right there where you can put the thread.
Uh-oh.
And then, yep, so does, who is this? Glide also has it. So now it it actually pops out right here and it has a little slit right there. And so when you pop it out, you can literally put that thread right off in there and then push it back up and it'll hold your thread for you. Same with this is a Madeira one. It pops out a little bit, but uh-oh, what's going on? That sounded bad.
Needle broke. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with her. I guess she
Okay.
mad, but
No,
she'll
I
be
know
all
what
right.
it's I know what it sounds like. So when you replace your needle, look pick up the take uh-oh. Mine just told me to check my upper thread. Oh, my thread broke. So when you what it sounded like was something is off inside of your
Girl,
the
I
thing
ain't used this
the
machine in so
bobbin.
long.
Something's
Child.
off
Yeah,
inside the
I know.
bobbin.
I'm going there now. Jesus.
And my upper thread just broke. So that's the other thing with our single needles. Like you got to pay attention. This thing, it'll tell you when something's up. But so I'm gonna rethread this. But I found out what the problem is. So my problem. And hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. So my problem is my thread is wrapping around the spool and not coming off properly. So it's wrapping around this piece right here. So you have to pay attention. I wasn't to that kind of thing. So that's why mine popped up top because it was pulling from the wrong place. So let me go back and rethread this. But you have to pay attention because sometimes when it gets caught off in there, it's just gonna pull it and snatch it back.
I got 1,000,003 needles and I
All right, so let's try this again. Now I have to go back. So because it stopped right here, I'm gonna go back some. So I'm gonna go back a -20 because sometimes you just don't know where it messed up. But now start it back. Making sure this time that it's really moving, and it is, and it's moving around and not getting stuck. Sometimes it can get stuck, and that's what happened. So now let's go back to the design. Sorry. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. So let me move back over here. All right. Okay. How many people in here at Central Time? Oh, I don't know, Miss Joy. You asking everybody how many people are at Central Time? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people on East Coast time as well. Hey, Miss Renee, welcome in. Hey, let's see who else. Who else was speaking to? I don't know. Did you freeze? Can you see me? Everybody okay? If you all can see us fine, can you put a heart in the chat of your color? Any heart? Okay, no freeze. Okay, thanks, Miss Ann. Okay, thanks, guys. Just making sure. Well, thank you all for joining. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. Why everybody stopped? Because we were working, Miss Joy. So I was changing. I was rethreading my spool. Miss Linda is over taking care of her baby, trying to see what happened with the bird's nest and why did it break the needle. Because there are things that happen. So with single needles, right? And with our sewing machine, the needle can break. With bird nesting, it could be a couple of things. So typically, it could be your bobbin. It could be how it was sitting in the bobbin case. Hey, welcome in Campbell's Creation. It could be a couple of things. Like right now, I see mine is doing all the stuff. Like I don't know if let's needle up. See right here, it has seriously freeze here. But let me tell y'all what happened. Again, I didn't pay attention. My thread has jumped way above on the top here. So it jumped above and it has messed up. So what happened was my thread again, my top thread. And so you have to pay attention sometimes. Sometimes we can walk away from our embroidery. But what I learned a long time ago with my single needle, I couldn't walk away from a single needle like that because it was always doing something. I just felt like it was like a bad kid, always into something. And so in this instant, my thread jumped around one of the posts. So it done went all where it was supposed to go. And so that's what caused it to start bunching up over here by the needle. And now it's caused me to have all these little extra pieces here. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut that off because we're gonna go all the way back over here and redo that. And see, somebody for Christmas bought me a vacuum cleaner. I'm just gonna suck some little threads up, get them out my way. And now I'm gonna go back. Oh wait, I gotta thread the needle. And then we're gonna go back.
I wonder who that was.
Oh, my Secret Santa.
Oh,
All right, so we're gonna start it back again over here. Cause I cut those threads, but I need them to be in there and cute. All right, this time I'm paying attention because it's been my top thread, so my thread is having a problem at the top. Yeah. So I want to make sure. But I don't even know how it hopped. And if you could see it, it hopped really high to get where it was to stop turning. Like, come on, thread. I'm still trying to find out how many of you people are second or 3 hours ahead of me. Oh, so see, it just wrapped around this thing again, and my thread broke.
hmm yeah. We should have dusted them off. We should have dusted them off 2 days ago.
No, I did. I actually have been stitching on mine. I
Well, I
did
had.
a blanket.
It's been a long time since I touched her. She can pull out the 4x4. Never had a problem with her at all.
So this one, my thread is. I'm gonna see if I do it a little bit tighter. Um, because the first incident, look, this is what we're gonna call it. It's gonna be called the incident. The first incident was because my my thread was it got around the little white thing that holds the thread. This time it literally just caught itself. It's doing all the things over here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, she misbehaving. I'm gonna pray for her.
So, but these things too can happen with the multi needle.
See that? There she go again.
So, Miss Linda, when you look, that's what I was trying to tell you. What letter are you on? Huh? What I was gonna ask you was when you put your bobbin back in, did you look off in there and make sure your the white dot was lined up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because sometimes that little bobbin case can shift just a little bit. All right, now let's see. Got our upper thread back where it's supposed to be. Now let's try this one more time. Now I'm watching this time to see what's going on with the thread. Just paying attention. Sometimes that's all it
I don't
is.
know. Something's going on with this thread. I don't know.
I just kept getting caught up at the top.
Snatch the thread and go. Okay. Let's change this thread out. Maybe she don't like this thread.
Miss Ann said, "Pull out your bobbin case, Miss Linda."
I did 3 or 4 times already. You already know I'm gonna take her right back to him.
Hmm.
As he can tell, I ain't used her since he called himself fixing her.
Right, with the
And
number
it's
stick.
brand new. She was only what, 2 months old, 3 months old, out the box.
Right.
What is wrong with it? Okay, I'm going. That's why I don't use her. That's why I like my 4x4.
Shay saying possibly slow her down a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Joy asked, "Did you find the broken needle piece, Miss Linda?"
Yes, ma'am. It was
Okay.
on the top in the cloth. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, in the towel. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And I always try to look for that first because that be the culprit.
Hmm. Miss Lauren says she has a single needle Husqvarna Viking Epic One. It's a sewing and embroidery machine. She only uses it for sewing.
Yeah, my first embroidery machine is a sewing and a embroidery machine, and it's a beast too.
Hey, Shay, the towel is pink. She
It
said, "I don't see no pink."
does look white, Miss Sean.
Oh no, I'll see. I'll show you in a bit. I'll show you what it's done. It's pink and white. It's plaid. This is one of those towels I got from All About Blanks.
Oh, that's that nice, good, thin one.
Mm-hmm. I figured this would be cute for my kitchen. It's my new spring towel. Okay, she's sounding nice now.
Yeah, I just got to get this excess thread off of here.
And blanks, Miss Ann. All of our blanks is so good.
See, when I use the single needles, I normally use the Brothers thread holder too.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh, Shay Shay said I had to stop sewing because I don't know how to do the next step. What are you sewing, Shay Shay? You putting your things back together? Miss Lady Bear said, Miss Linda, you're doing everything I would do. LOL. She says, I would I would know. I'm 3 weeks experienced.
Well, I'm
Oh,
re-experienced because this is I don't know. I haven't been on this machine in so long, man.
I know.
I
That's
ain't
why I
been
put
on. Yeah,
look. That's why I put in the description like we're gonna have a blast from the past, like
yeah.
taking it back to the basics. Cause hey, we all start somewhere, and we started. I definitely started with this machine. This machine started my business and helped me to grow my business. And so sometimes you just have to go back to what you know. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. If you're new to the if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, and I have with me Miss Linda of Crafting Cousins. And both of us, we have been sewing and embroidering and lasering, and I do some 3Ding um, for a while now. And we do all the things. We both have businesses and have been in business for years. So a mitered edge, what is a mitered edge? It's actually a mitered corner. So it is the precise corner of quilting. So when you are doing a quilt and you get ready to do the edge, do I have? Hold on, I got thread. Y'all know I got thread. But do I have anything that's already in a? I'm making sure everything. Let me see. So it literally is how you would close the corners of your quilt. Let me see.
Miss Shawn, is it easier for you to do miter corners on your machine or by on your long arm or by your sewing machine?
I think mine is easier to do by hand because I'm trying to see. These aren't mitered. These was like -2 because that was me acting up. I'm trying to think if I have all my mitered corner stuff was stuff that I sold and got out of here. Because let me tell you, when I'm selling stuff, my corners are mitered. But when I'm doing it for me, it might be -3, 4, 5. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't have anything where I did it. And none of my stuff is cut for binding right now. But let's see. So what the oh boy, look at there, that thread. So what's happening is my thread is jumping over my spool thing, like literally it jumped way up there. Like how and why? Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, now I have to rethread. So now here's another thing. When you are rethreading, you do not want to pull your thread backwards. You want to pull it through. because to pull it backwards means you're putting dust and all the things into your machine. So never pull it backwards, always pull it through. Because you do not want to get all that thread dust into your machine. All right. Now let's see, we're gonna go back a couple and I'll come back to the chat here in a second. And this is the same for sewing machines. So if you're sewing, don't pull your thread backwards, pull it through, and then
But sometimes, Miss Shawn, that thread break off up in there. You can't get to it.
it does. It does. Oh, Miss Ann, you leaving? Have a good night. Thank you for
Have a good
joining
night,
us.
Miss Ann.
She said, so Sean, there were people at the show this weekend that were selling quilts for $100, and my sister-in-law and I were like, how? Well, so two things. One, do you think that was too low? And what size were they? So, because I've not sold a quilt under $200. So, it depends on the size. It depends on what's on the quilt. Like quilts are expensive. Um, let's see what is going on here. Oh, maybe not. Nothing was going on. Maybe it's me. So, were you thinking it was expensive, Lady Bear? So I Oh, way too low. Yeah. So here's something that normally happens. So sometimes people that are new 100% um they underprice themselves. And that is that's like universal. Like you think about it, people selling t-shirts, sometimes when they're new to the industry, they really lower their prices, and it just makes it bad for everybody else, because then somebody will come to me and say, well, I got one for here for this amount. Well, okay, that's not my price. I mean, you think of all the time you put into it, you think of all the money you put into it. The cotton alone, the cotton fabrics alone are so expensive. Like, yeah, $100 is low, even for a throw. Queen size, oh my word. Yeah, a queen size, I'm with Miss Lauren. $400. That was very low. Yeah, just the amount of time. Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time, and you have to account for that. Like I know people like long arming costs so much. Like most of my quilts, I put on my long arm, and I mean that's a whole thing. Hey, Spill of the Diversity, welcome in. Okay, drive safe. If a quilt is sent out to be finished off, long arming will cost at least that much or more. You're so right, DB. You are so right. Like yeah, Lady Bear. I don't see how they were doing that either. Rachel said, if I had a quilt in my inventory for the last 2 years, I'm lowering the price. Period. Okay, well, maybe. I don't know about that. Because here's the thing. So if you belong to a quilt guild, a lot of times you can actually sell it, or you can showcase it at the quilt guild. Somebody might want to buy it at the quilt guild for a relative or something like that. So those are things too. Shay Shay says my baby quilt start at $200, so there's no way. Absolutely. A queen size quilt. I wonder if they cut corners. Thank you, Dunzel. I see I got a little cleanup over there on the G, but I'm watching this thread because it was acting up. Okay, now it's time to change colors. All right, Shay Shay, here you go, girl. It's a pink. It's a pink. It's a pink.
I think I'm gonna stop because I done messed up this good towel. Look, Miss Sean.
Oh no, crud! What happened? Did it tear it? It
They
ripped the
sitting
towel.
up. They sitting up.
It's sitting
Can you
up.
see it? Yeah, they sitting up. It's not even down like they supposed to be. Look.
No, no, that part will. So what about that top part? Is it down on the top part?
No, it's you know what it is? It's puffy.
Oh, it's looking like puff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And look at this thread sitting out.
Yeah, now mine looked like that too before it stitched over it. Once it stitched over it, then it went down because I was a little concerned about that too. So now I'm finna add the pink Shay Shay. What you name your machine, Miss Linda? What's this one called?
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Oh, you didn't name it.
mm-mm. No, ma'am. I can call her a few things though. I'm gonna take her and drop her off to him again, and it's still up on the warranty. Look at that.
Stacy, how did you do? I missed earlier at Lady Bear. Somebody says Timu has a great guess to resell it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a polka
I
dot
would get
piece.
rid of this one, but I wouldn't get rid of that 4x4 though.
Right. It was at a craft show, Miss Joy. Oh wow. So Timu has quilts that look like quilts, I guess so, huh? Wow. Wow. Look, now that would be something if they redid a Timu quilt. I mean, took a Timu quilt to sell. That's interesting. Oh, so Campbell's Creation, you only have zigzag. Is that for your stitching? All right, this is done. This is done. All right, here we go. Oh, you can't really see the green in there. Now I got a pucker right here. This is from where that my towel wasn't straight. It is not straight. Like the towel got a pucker. But this goes back to my horrible wow, it does have like it has the little drum effect. But let's clean her up. Where's my lighter? Is it still stitching, Miss Linda?
No, it just stopped.
Oh, good night, Miss Jennifer. Have a good night.
Good night, Miss Jennifer.
She says, do you use wash away water soluble embroidery stabilizer on top of
I
your
do use
towel?
I use heat stabilizer, so heat whatever y'all call it, heat solvent.
Yep, she uses heat away. I use heat away as well. Um, and literally it's one shop towels. Do you need water soluble? So on plush, you can use water soluble, heat soluble. But yes, you if it is a plush towel, yes. So for something that has a pile, it's called pile. I didn't buy it. I actually bought it off of Etsy. So if the towel has a pile, meaning it is plush or something like this, you need to have a soluble something on top, which is called a topper. Now, for me, this one did not. It does not have a pile. It's just flat, and so I did not have to use any topper on this one.
But I have to because I'm using puffy
Yes, she
towel.
has a towel with pile on it. So, but Shay Shay, I put a couple of pink little twirly marks on there. And you know, the funny thing is, I'm biased. I probably could have created. I just didn't have time. It's gonna be cute when I iron it and get it ready for my kitchen. But that's what it looks like.
Oh, child, we're gonna be here much of Sunday. I am.
And the other thing is, she said, "Send me a picture of the close up of the pink." She's so funny.
She a mess.
Look, it's like right here. See the pink right there.
What a big at me, Sean. What
I
up,
know
Steve? It's
it's
not
so.
enough. She can't see it.
I know. That's what she's saying. That's what she said to me. It ain't enough, girl. Yes.
Yeah, that's what she's
Oh,
telling you. It's not enough. You ain't got enough pink on there.
oh, Miss Stacy, were you asking what is a long arm? So a long arm is for quilting.
Oh,
So hold on. I will turn my camera. So I'm gonna turn my camera. Do you see that table way over there in the back? That's actually a long arm right over there in the back of my room by the window. So I have a long arm on that side, but it's used for quilting. I made this purse today, but I quilted it. This I quilted this on the long arm. So the quilted patterns that's inside of this bag, I did all on the long arm. So, and I made this bag today. If you missed it earlier, so this is what I showed at the beginning. So this was a bag that I made maybe last year sometime, and I didn't like the bags, and I wasn't carrying it, so I reused the fabric. I cut the bag up and made a new bag with this fabric. So, and I have a cute little green zipper that I got from Sweet Pea. And then on the inside, it's like a gray with a pop of green in my pockets. So I have slip pockets, two slip pockets in there, and then my little crossbody strap. And so my crossbody strap, I just made it with rivets, and it is a green and yellow. And so but it came out really cute. It is definitely a reuse of fabric. Um, and so there's like a couple of things when you are looking at reuse, because this made me think about the fact that I might reuse that big old what did we make that bag? That
the
big bag,
circle
Miss
one,
Ma'am.
the circle or the mondo.
The Mondo. I might reuse that Mondo fabric to make me another bag because I'm not gonna carry that big bag. Um, she says, I'm just a single needle and I don't think I can do that. So, Lady Bear, yes. With a single needle embroidery machine, they have a thing called a cutie frame. With the cutie frame, you can actually create embroidery. I'm sorry, not embroidery. You can actually quilt with a cutie frame. So there's that frame is interesting. And you can look into that, but it's called a cutie frame. CUTIE. And that frame does allow people with one needles to be able to do some quilting. And I'm not sure if it's a sewing machine that you have to have or an embroidery machine. I'm not sure because I haven't looked into it. Um, but I have a few shorts and things of me doing my quilting on the long arm because I have one, two, three quilts that I got to get out of here in the next month. And so with those three quilts, I will definitely be long arming. So there will be some long arming days to come. Let's see. I actually did. What was the question? Let me go up here. All right, I'm coming back through. Yep, Miss Linda. Thank you all. Yes, I like that bag. I'm gonna carry that bag. Like that's gonna be me carrying. I'm gonna carry that bag tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'll throw my wallet in there. Um, she says you're a magician, Shay Shay. Miss Joy, true, Miss Linda Gray, but you can't do queen size or king size quilts on a regular sewing machine. You can. Miss Linda did. Shake you on mute, Miss Linda.
Yes, you can. There's no limit.
Yeah,
We're
Miss
gonna
Linda
roll that
did.
thing up. I know we don't do drugs, but we're gonna roll that thing up like we rolling the drug. Understand? Okay.
Very
That's what we're
tight.
gonna do. You're gonna there you go. There you go. It's gonna be tight. Just like you
Mhm.
military rolling your clothes up to pack to go out of town. You know you got that one little bag that's gonna cost you $6. You know what I mean? You're gonna roll that thing, you're gonna roll it tight. Even if you have to roll it with the roll part on the outside, you know what I mean, on the left
Mhm.
side of the sewing machine. But I do mine on the right. But you gotta just keep rolling it. Just tighten it
Mhm.
up, keep rolling. But yes, you can, honey. Ain't no such thing as can't, girl.
Yeah, Miss Linda did several over Christmas that were big.
Yes, you can do it.
Mhm. Yes, you can, Miss Lauren. You could do edge to edge quilting as well. Now, there are some designers that I really really like, and one of my really one really good designer that I love, and she's super nice. I've met her and had spent some time with her, but she's out of Australia, and she quilts as she goes, and she has a book called Quilt as You Go, and and it is 100% amazing technique. Let me see, where's her book, because I haven't talked to her in a while. I was intending to give her a call, but I haven't done that yet. But she is, let's see, and her technique is called Quilt as You Go, and her name's Miss Pauline. So if you are on YouTube, which I know we all are, because y'all in here, please hit the thumbs up button. But her channel's called Pauline's Quilters World. And Miss Pauline, when I tell y'all, Miss Pauline will have you hemmed up because Hunty, she quilts. Her quilts are amazing. And she quilts as she goes, like one block at a time. When I tell you, when you take a look at her trainings, she's user friendly for everybody. Like, I mean, she takes her time. She talks you through every step. She's just an awesome lady. And by the way, she created a whole bunch of different types of tools that you can use if you wanted to quilt using your sewing machine, all of that. And her name is Miss Pauline, and it is Pauline's Quilters World. She also has a website. Oh, you do, Rachel? She is amazing. Like she and I had so much fun when we were in Houston. Like literally, we probably Miss Linda will tell you because I called her when I was sitting down talking to Miss Pauline. Then we went. I mean, it was so good. Like I had so much fun. She showed me all this stuff. She's trying to get me to get Burnett. I was not doing that. But when I tell you she is amazing, very amazing. And she puts it's very, very easy to follow. You can quilt and you can do anything else. Like, I mean, she literally teaches you so many things on her site. So it is Pauline's Quilters World, and it may be her YouTube is probably the same, Pauline's Quilters World. But she is super, super helpful. Um, and I mean, yeah, you will love her. And like I said, she's on YouTube. She also has a website. It is pqwau.com because she's in Australia. But super nice, super nice. You guys will love her. So let me go grab her I'll go grab her stuff. There's that one. And then let me grab her YouTube channel. Um but when I tell you, even just looking at how she does stuff, she's just an awesome lady. Just an awesome lady. So, yep. Okay, let me come back to the chat. There we go. All right, Miss Linda, looks like it's coming on. Let's see what you guys says. I love Quilt as You Go, but I don't have a book. Oh, she has a book. Shay, Miss Pauline has a book. I actually have it somewhere over here. And it's so easy. But before you buy the book, I will look at her YouTube channel because she has a lot of the stuff that's in the book. A lot of it's on the YouTube channel. Miss Joy said, now I've done the Quilt as You Go and I like it, but I want thicker batting in my quilts. Okay. Stacy. Okay. And let's see.
Hi, Christian. Welcome to the room.
Yes, welcome to the room, guys. Let's see. Miss Lauren says Amelia Scott designs edge to edge on your embroidery machine is also a good one. Okay, I'll have to check her out. I think I follow her already. I did a baby's quilt on my embroidery machine. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Miss Joy said we need to let them know about the fussy cut ruler.
Oh, yes. Okay. So Miss Joy, you ready to let the cat out of the bag? So Miss Joy has created a fussy cut ruler. It is, and I don't even have it up here. It's downstairs. Um, I don't think I have one. I think I sent you all of them. Okay. So Miss Joy has created a fussy cut ruler, guys. Here's for those of you who are new to quilting, new to sewing, what is fussy cutting? So, fussy cutting is when you take a piece of material and you focus on one thing. So, if I wanted to focus on this lion's head and just get this lion, I would consider this fussy cutting this lion's head out of the fabric. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
So,
Good night, Miss
that
Mary.
This is truly cutting out just the images or pieces out of the fabric that you want, and they could be different sizes. So, with that, let's just see. Let's look at. Okay, this is not a good example. Hold on. Um, let's take something cute over here. Y'all know I got some pretty fabric. Because I'm every time I look at something, I'm like, that's so pretty. But okay. So,
Mhm.
oh, this is the wrong thing. But anyway, this is cute too. So, if I wanted to just take part of this, if I wanted to take part of this horse and it's 6 by 6, in
Mhm.
order to cut just the head, I would want the 6 by 6. Now, in Miss Joy's ruler, she has a 6 by 6 square that I could just cut out the face of this horse, and that would be all I want to cut. And so, with her ruler, you could just cut out specific pieces. And so it would get you all the way down from 1 inch up to, I want to say if it's probably 5 by 5. So 1 inch to 5 by 5 inches. Um, and you would be able to cut out specific sections of the material to match what you want. She said, now why you pull out those beautiful horses again? Because this is one of the quilts I got to get out of the house before next month. So this will go into a full quilt. I got all the corresponding materials to go with it. Look, it's sitting right here. It is sit when it's done, it'll look something like that. But it probably won't be exact because y'all know I don't like following the rules. So these triangles might not be there, but it'll be similar. It'll have all the parts.
Mhm.
But I do have all the corresponding materials that go right along with it because I went ahead and bought everything so that this quilt is gonna be the cutest little quilt for little Maverick. So this going to a baby boy's room.
Get a Shay Shay. Get a Shay Shay.
Yes, so Miss Joy has her fussy cut ruler. And Miss Joy, do you have that on your website yet? It's a really nice ruler. It is a really nice ruler. And for those of you who are getting ready to do things like applique and all of that, a fussy cut ruler could come in handy when you're trying to pull something out. Now, I did a lot. I did some of that this summer. I mean, no, this winter during Christmas because I was trying to fussy cut some elves out of a pattern. I wanted specific elves that were doing certain things. So when you get ready to do stuff like that and you're looking at the pattern, like I know Miss Linda likes that truck. And so if you had one of those busy patterns and you all you wanted out of there was a triangle full of those trucks, if you were doing flying geese,
We got to get the truck in the barn now. Come on, it got the
yeah,
truck. Got to be somewhere near the barn.
yes. So then you could fussy cut it out of that material and just get the truck and the barn. Yes.
Yes, Miss Shay Shay. Miss Linda, she pulled it out last time. It was like I am not sharing this one. If it's in that room when I come, it's gone. Do you go to Dallas or Plano to quilt shows? Yes, she does.
Yes, I do. I do. Oh, who asked that? Oh, I actually
Quilting
was at,
Diversity. No, I'm
so
sorry, Miss Lauren.
Miss Lauren, yes, Miss Lauren. So I went to the Dallas Quilt Show. I actually took the day off because I was so tired of being at work, and I went to the Dallas Quilt Show. And then for the Plano Quilt Show, I think that's coming up. I haven't been there yet. Um, okay, Miss
Oh,
Joy.
and go back and see Miss Spilling Diversity's message to you too.
Sean, that's a panel. Yes, ma'am. That's a panel. That's a panel. Still University. It is. It's a panel. And let me tell you, I can tell you who it's by. Because I bought it from I actually bought it from this company that I've been buying I bought quite a bit of stuff from before. Um, but this pattern is it's by Drinkers of the Wind by Romantic Arts, and it's called Three Wishes Fabrics. But the let's see, do they have their name on here? No, they don't. Um, hmm.
That's nice. It's really nice.
What's that? Your hat? Your boots?
No, your horse.
Oh, okay. Yes, and you know I have the other horses too.
Yeah, I know. Please leave Shay Shay
Okay,
alone.
so here's the name of the company. So I got it from Quilting Tia, and it's called Quilting Tia Quilt Works. Is the oh wow. Okay. It's Quilting Tia. I was about to show y'all this, but she gave a discount code on here, and I don't know that I can show it. You have to have went to the Dallas Quilt Show for for this because I did buy this at the Dallas Quilt Show. But it's Quilting Tia's Quilt Works, and she actually has a bundle with all of the fabrics that go with this. And so there's also another set of horses. This is mine. I'm gonna make me something out of this, probably some pillows. But there's four different horses on this one. Let's say this is girly. I think this is so cute. So here is the bottom horses.
Let me come over here and see what Shay Shay's saying.
I know she probably talking about me bad.
Miss Lawrence says she's planning to go to the Plano Quilt Show. Spilling Diversity says I purchased 13 panels. They were so beautiful. I could not just leave them, and the price was good. I never used a panel before, but I plan to use all of them, and they are all bright and colorful. Miss Spilling, I understand. I got a lot of Christmas panels, and I know people say you're supposed to take them and cut them up. I'm not cutting them up.
And
I'm
you don't
gonna
have to.
use them panels. I'm gonna use them panels.
So
Yes.
here's the thing with panels, you do not have to cut them at all. You can use the panel in the center of your garment. So with my Black Santa is the star of the show. And so what I've done with the Black Santa panel is I've taken the panel, put it in the center, and did a lot of things around the edges to connect to it to make it look unique so that each one of the Black Santas that I send out of here every Christmas, because I only make three, and the ones for this year, I think I have one left because I make three, and people have already gotten in line for the next three. And so, yep. So literally, somebody asked me if you can you make six. I was like, what? I said I do three. So because I don't have time, I'm over here making bowl cozies. No. So it's one of those things like look, I'm getting ready to get Mavericks. This is going I'm starting on this week. And so I will be using my AccuQuilt to do some of this stuff because this material that goes along with the corresponding fabrics is beautiful for those horses. Look at that. See how pretty and vibrant it's like pretty. And then here's my white space. And then I have the black and the other colorful pieces. So like there's so many colorful pieces that go along with the fabrics. Yeah. I really, really am going to try my best to stick to how this looks. I'm going to try. All right. Let's see. Look at Shay Shay, we know. Oh, okay, Miss Lauren. I don't know when the Plano Quilt Show is, but I did go last year and I do plan to go this year. Like I live in the Plano area, so I'm not far. Um Last night, guys, I went to um I do a lot of stuff. And so last night I went to the NAACP banquet. It was so nice. It was so nice. Um, there were a lot of people receiving awards and things like that, and they were doing some really good stuff. So two of my friends got awards last night for doing things in the community. So it was really, really good. And it was so good to see, like, there were a lot of police officers that were honored and for different things. Like we had a really bad shooting here in Allen uh, and at the outlet mall. And so one of the gentlemen that was honored was the police officer that actually shot the shooter of the that massacre at the outlet. So there was a lot of good stuff going on. Um, let's see what else. All right, Miss Linda, single needle. I know you just said you might put her back up because you're gonna go back to your multi needle.
Mhm.
But the good thing though is you have your multi needle right there by you.
Yeah,
So
I
for
do.
me, I'm going to Plano show is August 8th through 9th. Okay, thank you, Miss Joy. So the my single needle sits right here. And so I use it. I want to use it with some of my quilts. And yeah, because I'm planning to put Maverick's name. So here's the other thing. Let me tell y'all something about these panels. So there are some other things that you can do to these panels to make them look different. You can embroider on them because I'm going to put Maverick's name inside of his little horse quilt. The other thing you can do to the panels, you know how you've seen everybody putting a lot of the yarn inside of the quilts. I mean,
Mhm.
yarn on shirts and yarn on stuff. Well, let me show
Mhm.
you one more thing that's a little bit different and better because it's thinner. So let me show you this. And I have a flower that I'm planning to do this with. It is called it's called chenille it. And what chenille it is a thin fabric that you lay on top of a material. And of course, I brought the green one, right? But Shashi, I brought pink for you too. Um, but it is a thin fabric that you can. It's called chenille it. So the fluffy chenille, what you do? Oh, I don't really want to unravel it yet, but what you do is you take this and you can, as you're sewing, you put it down just like you would do that yarn, follow whatever it is, but then there's a specific brush that you use and you brush it up. It's like a wire brush. Move back, honey. I have a couple of wire brushes around here. And so you take it once it's down on the thing and you brush it up and it comes up like chenille. I'm trying to fluff it up. I may not do it because I have it on in my hand, but it fluffs up and it's so soft. This one isn't doing it. I don't have it down. But what I will do is I'll do a demonstration on it because once you put it down and you fluff it up, it puffs up really, really, really pretty. And so I have this because I want to use it on my long arm with one of the flower quilts. And it's called chenille it. Chenille is one of my favorites. Yes, ma'am. So these things like this are things that you can do to your panels. It is a beautiful embellishment that you can add to your quilts. And the ladies I've met, like I've met a lot of people in the quilting world. So I've met the ladies that own this company. And super nice. And I have tons of colors in the chenille because I have some quilts that I need to get out of here. Again, quilts I need to get out of here. But yeah, so chenille it would be a great option for a panel or just making an embellishment to your quilt. So if or like applique, I mean, let me tell you what. My other favorite person is the lady who got me into my scan and cut era. And her name is Miss Anna. And she owns Anna's Appliques. So let me tell y'all, I didn't know anything about a scan and cut until I met Miss Anna. And when I met her, she taught me how to use the scan and cut, how to make a quilt block in the hoop. Ever since then, I bought the doggone scan and cut that day. That's been like at least 8 years ago, or whenever this. It was the day they had actually released whatever my version of the scan and cut is. The store had just gotten it that day, and so literally I bought the scan and cut that day, and been a happy camper ever since with my scan and cut. So yes, chenille it. Miss Linda, it's looking good over there. I like the brown. I like that brown. You don't like it? I just hear you. I just see you shaking your head. We can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. Which scan and cut?
That was my husband.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So for the
But no,
scanning,
it's puffing up like I told you. You'll see. I
okay,
don't think I'm gonna let it write the words, but I'm gonna let it finish this, and you'll see. It's a mess.
okay,
Thank you.
okay. So the scan and cut that I have, Miss Joy, is the 225F, I believe. But mine is an old one. I mean, I've had it a long time. And by the way, say hey people. So Honey was here because it's been 90 degrees. Say hey, Miss Linda. She got her little cap and she had her little graduation today from training. And she had on a whole little cute graduation hat. I'll post a picture in the community tab so y'all can see. Okay, Shay, I'll get you. I saw your text pop in on the iPad. Say, hey, everybody. Say, I'm trained now just a little bit, and I got to get a little bit more, but I know how to sit and stay. And so I'm going to tell y'all what's funny. So the trainer told us to put treats at the front door and at the back door, so that they know that coming back is a good thing, it's rewarding. So when people come through my front door, I have been treating her to stay. And so she stays. So one day I'm walking through, I'm looking for Honey sitting next to the little bowl where the tree is up at the front. Like, I'm sitting here. Can I get one of these? So I'm like, Honey, ain't nobody at the front door. You only get those when somebody comes to the front door. She was like, I need to sit here and wait and get me some of these treats out of here, because in the front door treats, I put the peanut butter treats. And so she like, I like these things. Can I get one? She just sitting there. I was like, Then she gonna come. I sitting on the couch. She gonna come and she patting on my shoulder. I was like, this dog is literally tapping me on the shoulder. Like, come on, lady. I was like, oh my God, dogs are hilarious. This little dog, she a mess. She is a mess. She was sitting there. Then I went and sat on the couch and was on my computer. She done hopped up on the couch and pat me on my shoulder. Like, you didn't see me over there. I was sitting by the thing. I was like, Lord, little dogs, the little dogs. Now, Is anyone going to go to the sewing expo in Dallas? Anybody coming to sewing expo or going to the sewing expo near you? Maybe. And if you haven't heard of sewing expo, it goes to a lot of different places. There are a lot of classes. Um, that I mean, it goes a lot of places, and I'll put the sewing expo website in the chat. But the one in Dallas, like I know Miss Linda's is getting ready to come up. I'm so tempted to come out there and come hang out with her and go to hers to see if it's different from mine. See, that's how I'll be trying to roll. But hers is coming up May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd over in Raleigh. And then mine in Dallas is on July 31st, August 1st, and the 2nd. But here is the link to the Sewing Expo. When I tell y'all, they have classes, they have all the classes. They have a lot of classes. I don't know what that little face is. But yes, it's a really, really good expo. So, guys, thank you all so much for joining us, hanging out with us. I'm trying to think. Besides, I got to get this done, so I got to work on Maverick's quote, and I probably will be cutting because this pattern does have it has triangles, which looks like, yeah, it has the triangles, and I don't see that I'm assuming this is all I got for a pattern, but it's triangles and strips. So literally triangles and strips is the only thing that's happening here. So my panel is going to be in the center. And so with the panel in the center, then I'll have these white spaces are triangles. This is triangles. Then you have a border that's a strip. And then you have 3 borders here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'll have strips and triangles. That's all it is. Like literally, you could create a beautiful quilt with just strips, triangles, and a panel. That's all you need. That is all you need. I'm not sure what size triangles those are, but whatever triangle I have in my AccuQuilt, that's what we're going to have here, because that's a lot of triangles. And all I'm going to do is cut my strips. They don't come to California at all. No, Miss Joy. And you know what, Miss Joy? So here's something you should think about for California. Road to California is the big one that comes to there. And so with Road to California, oh my God, it's one of the first big quilting shows that kicks off the rest of them. It is in Ontario, California. It happens every year. It's both sewing and quilting and all of that. It's January, so it's normally the same. So for those people that are in apparel, they would be up in Long Beach at the Expressions Expo, which is the largest Expressions Expo in the US. And then for those people who are in sewing and quilting, since I'm in both, they will be down in Ontario the week prior. So it's January. It's normally in January, Shay Shay. But yes, it is 2 of the big ones. And so people are planning for that now. Now here's something else. So there is also a couple of different expos, Miss Joy. So you want to check with your guild, because I know you're in a guild. So check out your guild. I think there's a couple other ones that also come to Cali. Like you have stuff happening all around you all the time. So there's stuff that happens in Sacramento. So like there's the Sacramento Sew thing for handbags that's happening in September or October. Then there's a lot of other ones too. It just passed. I heard about that one. Yes, Road to California is amazing. Oh, you're not in the guild yet. Okay. So what else? There's also What is the other one that I heard about in California? There's quite a few like quilt shows that actually come to California. Thank you, DB. Have a good week. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that come to Cali. What else? But the original Sewing Expo, when I tell you guys, there's so much good stuff. Now, there's also with the Sewing Expo, they have online classes as well. Um, and so they do some things that are virtual too. So just think about that. And then you never know. You might be wanting to put like Shay Shay's working on her mini quilt. She may want to put one of those mini quilts into one of the competitions, or when she's done. Once you're done sewing some things, because I actually have a thought to put one of my handbags as an exhibit and put it into one of the shows. But I'm trying to figure out, I want to design me a new quilt pattern and I want to design it. And so with that new quilt pattern, I will put that quilt pattern into one of the quilt shows. So,
Okay, Miss Shawn, do you go
yes,
to
ma'am.
Applique Getaway?
I do. I have. I've been to Applique Getaway. Um, I went not last year because I was at the laser conference last year. It was conflicting times, but I did go to Applique Getaway the year before, and I do plan to go this year. But I do like Applique Getaway. It is really nice as well. I know it's under new management. There's a new owner. So, and um I think people are looking for it to be the same. Hopefully it will. So, but yeah, I like Applique Getaway as well. And there's a lot of classes, and I want to say there's lots of things to learn there too. We're waiting for it to open up though. We are waiting for it to open up. Oh, is Carly teaching this year? She is funny to me. I like Carly. She's good people. I saw her in Houston. We all will have to plan something. Yes, we will have to plan something and see who all's going to Applique Getaway. So, is it open? Like we were out there yesterday, Miss Joy, and we couldn't do anything. You mean Alexis, Eve or Alexis to give a discount code? The last couple times I just bought the VIP plan because when you're there, it's so much easier to just go ahead and get the food and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about trying to go out, find food, come back, find parking, all of that. That's the thing. I don't have time for that. I just rather get there, stay there, and hang out. So what you think, Miss Linda? I'm trying
It's
to
a
see.
mess.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna have to yeah, I'm gonna have to redo. I think I'm gonna do it on my 4x4.
Okay.
I'm gonna redo it
Okay.
on my 4x4, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. But it is a hot mess.
Mm.
Dry you to drink, girl. Dry you to drink. I'm sure gonna call Mr. Randy tomorrow so you get ready because she on her way back to you.
Oh yeah. Okay. SJ3 says not open yet. Yeah, I did see the prices and I saw that for it, but I did not see the thing. So I think it's always a good thing to break out your single needles. And if you are new to embroidery, like a few things, like I have a couple of videos on the channel that talk about, new to embroidery and the tools you need and the tools you don't, the things you just have to have when you're starting embroidery. But if you're planning to do stuff for yourself, and I get that. So a lot of times we tend to shortcut things because we're planning to do it. We're just making it for ourselves. But here's what I always like to do when I'm making it for myself, it is a test. So I like to test stuff and see. Like I had on a sweatshirt one day, and this guy, when I went to go buy my other machine, this guy was like, "Oh my god, your shirt is amazing." I was like, "This shirt is 3 years old." Because I made it for myself, it was a test to see how things were going to hold up, washing it, stuff like that. So I tend not to cut corners on things that I'm buying, I'm making for myself because I want to use those things as items that I test. And it could be washing, dry cleaning, all of that stuff. So, like, I definitely have things that I wear that I just test for myself. All right, let's see the puff, Miss Linda. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me change it. Let me change this. Let me change this. Let me
Jesus
change.
be offense. Jesus be offense.
Ah,
This is a hot mess.
okay, we've been warned. See, we can't tell.
Yes, you can. It's a mess.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
It's a mess on a good towel. Now I'm going to have to cut this towel in half and try it again.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a mess. I mean, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It is a mess. It's the
I'm
worst
one.
towel I ever did.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna put up back. I gotta go back over there. Mm, I don't know.
I like the color though. I like the colors.
Yeah, she was supposed to actually be light brown, I mean the brown for the boot and the black for the trimming,
Oh,
but
okay,
she started doing stuff she wanted to do,
okay.
and
Hard
this is
headed
all the way
kids.
off too. This design is off big time.
You think when do you think you know what? I got some feel missing over on my shoe.
Thank you, thank you, Donzel. You got some what?
So look close. See, this is when you buy. So this sometimes I don't like to buy things, but
That's
see
why I
right
tell you
here.
when I buy something before I use it, I always test it.
Mm-hmm.
Good
But
towel, good dollar, some change towel.
right.
Oh, and there go the bumps. So Miss Shawn, you can see there go the bumps. Can you see it? It got humps or bumps in it. Towel. That's why I use that
Oh,
solving heat away.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's fluff. It's lots of fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, she said VIP is $3.99. Ooh, Jesus, that's a cop
they
note.
they got 3 levels of VIP though. I don't need the 3.99 one because they're putting stuff in the VIP package for like you get $500 in shopping coupons. I mean $50 in shopping or something like that. Just take the $50 off. Like oh yeah, just take the $50 off. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need like just take it off. Like it did charge us now it's $3.49 and you could just go shopping with that money. Like it's easy. Um but yeah. So we will well, you say you were gonna try it again. Well, to make sure you post it in the chat. Hey guys, if you
I
are
will.
not, if you, I'm not in the chat, make sure you post it in the Facebook page. If you are not in our Facebook page, please consider joining the Facebook page. We will be looking at doing some in the Facebook group meetups, kind of like having some live so days and things like
Yeah.
that. So we'll be posting some dates that we can actually do some live so days and so together. Bye, Jesse. Thanks for coming. Don't
Bye,
forget,
Jesse.
guys,
Have a good night.
if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. We certainly appreciate you all being here with us, hanging with us as we took a time back and went back in time and looking at our one needles, our single needles. And tomorrow I do have a demonstration for the scan and cut that will be it should be on your showing up. It should be showing up and listed as tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So join me for that premiere. So it'll be out there. And then also we don't know what we're doing Easter Sunday, but I will be with Shay Shay on Easter Sunday morning, bright and early at 8 a.m.
Oh,
with the
jeez.
sunrise service with Shay Shay. No, I'm just playing.
Nah.
Um, so we're gonna be looking at the Aki quilt, and I'm probably gonna use my Aki quilt today too. Um, and what else? What else? Don't forget, if you have not, when you looking at your sewing machine or embroidery machine, go look at your settings. See what you have out there. If they're giving you different stitches, test some of those stitches out. You know, do that. Have a good time. Like look, investigate more on your machines. Oh, you done made you a patch.
Yeah, girl, I done cut that thing out, but you know this is a scrap for me, honey. This is
Uh-huh.
scrap for me, honey. This whole
Yes.
towel.
Yes.
Gonna salvage this, honey. Yes.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, Shay Shay laughing at me. Miss Joyce say you got me thinking about a scan and cut now. And Miss Lauren, good night, Miss Lauren. Thank you
Good
so
night, Miss
much.
Lauren.
Yes, Donzel said I still like the design, Linda.
Thank
That's
you.
what I meant.
It's messed up though. It's really messed up, but it's okay. As long as it's good night,
Yes.
everyone. It was fun. See y'all tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay.
Yes. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. And don't forget what I said earlier in the video. If you watching this on the replay, hashtag replay in the comments, please. But thank you all for joining us. And we hope you have a great week. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Is the premiere for the scan and cut information. I think y'all gonna love it because, of course, y'all know I had to have some bloopers and blunders. I just kept them in there. I didn't take them out. Anybody got time for that? So you'll see it all in good time. Miss Linda, anything else on the one needle front you want to say to the people, or anything you want to say to the people?
Rest in peace
To that towel.
to the tower and that one right there. That one machine. I got to take it back over and fuss with him and brother.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, if you guys have ordered your sign and gotten it, please make sure you post your sign in the group too.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Don't forget. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. It's time to go see if I think I'm going to bling something after I eat something, but yes. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Have
Oh,
a good
yeah,
night.
me
Thank
too.
you. Thank you all. Thank you all very much.
Yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Sunday Funday, oh so bright, stitching dreams in morning light, sewing fabric all day long. Thank you, watch us sing along. Great times here under the sun, threads and needles having fun. Live or replay doesn't fade. Appreciate this bond we've made. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand. Join us, part of this grand band. Patchwork quilts and memories, crafting moments with such ease. Week ahead, let's keep the glow. All together, let love show. From every corner, near and far, join our circle, be a star. Grateful hearts and threaded ties, in our hands the future lies. Thank you all for tuning in. On this Sunday, let's begin. Laughs and stitches hand in hand.